So my life took a bit of a left-hand turn over Christmas, and I have turned from a dad and a husband into something more of a carer. And that's because mum and dad took a turn for the worst. Now, this isn't a cry for sympathy. I do realise that at my age, I'm incredibly lucky to have both my parents, and both of them compos mentis. But they did go downhill, both with big musculoskeletal issues. Because let's face it, if cancer and heart aren't going to get you, your framework probably will eventually. And they've lasted so well, and they're doing so well because they're really proactive. Mum in particular has always sought out help for any little ache and pain. And I always used to look at it a bit neurotic, but actually, it just feels now that she's been really proactive. Things are obviously getting slightly out of her control now at her age, and it's a little bit more tricky. But if ever there's been an ache or pain, she's seen a sports therapist, a massage person, a physio, Chiro, whatever. And I have taken that habit on myself. And I don't want to, in fact, I'll touch wood here, because I don't want to tempt fate. But I'm happy to say at my ripe old age, I don't have a single ache and pain. Now I have to put that down to CrossFit and all my mates there and all the stuff we do and my coaching, because that keeps me fit and strong. But before I did that, I used to get all these sorts of niggles and lifting boxes and lifting bikes onto cars and lifting furniture and whatever life threw at me. And I wasn't strong enough for it. And you might have seen my post earlier this week. I was saying, do you need medication? Do you need a doctor? So many of us are walking around lopsided with an ache or a pain, and we're just leading suboptimal lives. But there is a massive network of people out there and expertise that you can seek in any town or cities. There are a handful of physios, chiros, osteos, sports therapists, masseurs, you name it, they're there. Now, I know it's going to cost you a bob or two, perhaps 40 to 60 pound a visit, and I think we've become accustomed just wanting everything free in the UK, and the NHS is there for us. But please, if you can, be proactive, because if you are using your body incorrectly, or you're doing stuff ergonomically and from a sport point of view that don't suit your body, then it's going to need a pull, a yank, or whatever. And just to give you a little example, so many of us are walking around with bursitis. I don't want to get technical about it, but they're little sacks of water, really. They get trapped and they restrict movement. They're awful, but they're so simple to get rid of. And if you leave them too long, they crystallize, and you'll get just long-term problems, impingements, restricted movement, etc. So please look after yourself. And before you call the doctor next time because you've got a dodgy knee, you've got a dodgy hip, you've got a dodgy elbow, you've got a crooked neck, whatever it is, perhaps just think about making a call, because they will help you, invite you in, see what it is. If you then need to medicalise the issue, they will advise you, maybe an x-ray, maybe whatever, but at least they can direct you on your way. I hope that helps. Hopefully it can improve your life, and it might, who knows, relieve some of the queues in the NHS. Hope you have a great week. Take care. Bye for now. Oh yeah, and stay strong.